Joining us now with her reaction is someone who knows firsthand the devastating effects of the Biden border crisis, Congresswoman for Arizona's 8th Congressional District, Congresswoman Debbie Lesko. Congresswoman, this crisis, nobody is talking about it anymore, but it just keeps getting worse. What can we do as Republicans to really hold the Biden administration accountable?
Well, thank you for having me on. Well, people in Arizona are certainly talking about it. I don't know if the mainstream media is, but this is absolutely a disaster. And Biden is trying to talk about anything else other than the border crisis. His number one responsibility to Americans is to keep us safe, and he's failing on that job. Thousands of people, as you said, are flooding across the border. Some have been on the terrorist watch list. There's people from other countries, not just, Mexico and Central America. They're coming from all over the place. We don't know who these people are. And now we see that the Secretary of Department of Homeland Security has admitted that they're just letting people out, not even giving them a court date. This is atrocious. It's atrocious for American citizens, and it's a humanitarian crisis for the immigrants themselves because Biden has created this crisis. Under President Trump, everything was going good. The number of people flooding across our border had gone way down because they knew that he was going to enforce the law. Biden does not enforce the law. He has open borders. It is absolutely ridiculous. So we're in the minority in the U.S. House of Representatives. So Pelosi's in charge, but we can introduce bills. I've introduced bills. Other Republicans have introduced bills. Unfortunately, Jerry Nadler, who's the chairman of the Judiciary Committee, and others, Democrats, will not hear the bills because they want open borders. And I know that my colleague from Arizona, Andy Biggs, has written a letter to the secretary saying, you need to follow the law. You're not following the law.
Well, and some of even the senators from Arizona that are Democrats are saying this is a problem. So this is not just a partisan issue. This is impacting everybody. But there was that new report out just today, again, about the Biden administration. They're giving these no-bid contracts to some of their cronies to house these migrants. So how much is this motivated politically? Almost like we saw with the endless wars, where everybody makes all this money on endless war. Now we just have an endless crisis, and the Democrats are making a lot of money off it.
Well, I think that's a good thing that you brought up and needs to be investigated more. How much are those people that, are friends with the Biden administration making off of this catastrophe? And again, this is hurting U.S. citizens. When Biden tells that illegal immigrants can get citizenship, they can get free health care, they can get $1,400 stimulus, of course people are going to come here if they get free stuff. But what it does is it hurts us, the American citizens. It hurts American workers. This is costing us millions, billions of dollars. It costs Arizona so much. Our governor declared a state of an emergency and sent National Guard to help with Customs and Border Patrol. This is a total disaster. Biden knows it. He just won't admit it.
And we had 28,000 National Guard troops on the border from Mexico, not our troops. Mexico is actually protecting our border because President Trump made them do it. So we're missing that level of accountability. And there's all these reports now out, too, even about ICE, where, of course, Biden, the Democrats, they want to abolish ICE. But what they're doing now is instead of issuing court dates where the migrants, of course, nobody came back anyway, but now you have to report to ICE on these days. So in effect, ICE really isn't being able to do anything. So they're being paid, but they're pretty much abolished right now.
Can you imagine the low morale of these Customs and Border Patrol officers and the ICE officials who are just trying to enforce our laws, but their hands are tied because from the top, from President Biden, he really doesn't want secure borders. I mean, you can tell it from all of the policies. I talked to a contractor that was awarded a contract for building the fence, the wall. He's still getting paid, but it's just laying there because Biden said, stop building the wall. How ridiculous is that? That taxpayers are now currently paying for something that isn't even being built. That is stupid.
It's unbelievable. I hope you have a lot of courage, Congresswoman, but the Democrats, when they were the minority, they were the best resistance. We have to give them credit where credit's due. They were able to block a lot. I hope that the Republicans in Congress start to show that same resistance level, because if they were able to do it, we should be able to do it, because we're trying to save America. This is unbelievable what's happening. So keep those bills coming, because hopefully we'll eventually get some Democrat support and break through that really ice grip that they have on America right now.
I totally agree with you. And ultimately, I hope the voters see who they voted in. We have to take back the Republican control of the House to stop this craziness and ultimately take back Republican control of the Senate and the presidency, because it was getting secured. Things were changing around finally after decades. And then it's all been reversed. It is so infuriating. I can't even describe it to you.
Well, and Arizona is leading the way in election integrity, so hopefully we'll start to see some action there, get secure elections, and we really can have that big red wave be complete in 2022 and 2024. God bless you, Congresswoman. Keep us posted on everything you're working on.
Thank you so much. God bless you, too.
Thank you.